All right. For the last segment, if we want to call it that, the last section, the last topic of segment two, we're going to actually go over a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I didn't cover already. We're pretty focused on exploring the galaxy and then the spaceships. Now we're just going to look at what else can you find in this book. What is good in here? We're going to talk about some of the new skills, the skill programs. We're going to talk about I forget everything in here, but definitely, because if I don't do this, somebody will beat me up. We're going to talk about the Riathanors to some degree as well, who are the big bad enemy of the Aliens Unlimited. I can't find my ad video. We welcome all people, regardless of background, belief, or identity, to play tabletop role-playing games. Let's engage our imaginations, pull a veil over reality, and immerse ourselves in fantastic worlds. Don't be a disruption at the table, and always remember, it's just a game. The charity we support is the Wounded Warrior Project, a national, nonpartisan organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. Please refer to the description below for the link to where you can make your hopefully tax-deductible donation. Join us Thursday and Saturday evenings on twitch.tv/Legion of Myth to watch Heathen Dog and his team of dirty casuals play multiplayer games for your mockery and enjoyment. Here on our YouTube channel, you can watch these game-related segments live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time, or check out the Friday night stream where our panel of guests opine, comment, and editorialize on the TTRPG hobby as a whole. Please leave us a comment with your thoughts and experiences. If you enjoy our gaming content, please be sure to subscribe to Legion of Myth. So I'm paging through the book real quickly right now. I see damage and so forth from crashing. I don't see... I could have sworn it was in this book, but maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe that's why I didn't write it down, because I didn't actually see it in this book, where the rules are for space combat. That talks about those modifiers. I'm not gonna lie, I actually use the Robotech ones myself. All right, let's we got a lot of bouncing around of the book to go, so I think everything's on the screen there. So we're gonna start on page 190. We're gonna look at new skill programs. All right.
Ooh.
So alien education skills and knowledge, and we're not going to dive into each one of those. We're going to just look them over pretty quickly. And the first one's a Cyberjacker skill program. Now, there's something to know about these skill programs, is they actually cost 2 programs, and the reason for that is that they were developed as OCCs. What does Heroes Unlimited not do? For Palladium fans, you understand what that means. For people who only might be playing Heroes Unlimited, might not know what an OCC is. Well, most of the Palladium games have occupational character classes. It's more of a class-based game than a skill-based game. Still roll the same, still play the same, but you get your skills differently. Well, these were meant as OCCs.
Okay.
So you have the Cyberjacker. So what does that give you? That gives you computer operations, computer programming, cyberjacking, which is a skill. We are not going to cover the cyberjacking skill. It is actually like 5 pages, wall of text. We are not going to cover it. It is absolutely interesting, but here's what I'll tell you. Do you like Shadowrun and do you like Cyberpunk?
Pass.
Cyberjacking. Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, nobody likes those games ever. Computer repair, research, cryptography, advanced mathematics, and streetwise scrambling. Also notice, this is also why it costs 2 skill programs. It's actually, compared to the normal skill program list, with the exception of like espionage, this is
generally higher bonuses. Yeah.
Generally higher bonuses and a lot of skills. Well, what 20 or 25 is PhD level. If I forget all the lists, but yeah, this is like 4-year college level or something. But the point is you get a bunch of skills on there. What other new skills are there in here? Information broker. Look at all these skills.
Hot damn.
Yeah. So you get a whole ton of skills from the information broker. What's the next one? Zoom out just a touch. Next, we got a couple. We have the Mercenary Space Soldier skill program, military tracking, radio, pilot. What would you want your mercenary to be able to do? Depressurization training. What is that? We might talk about that in a bit. Zero gravity combat basic, and hand-to-hand expert or martial arts. Why are these separate? I don't know.
I do.
Well, we'll look at it maybe. Okay. It's one of the things I don't like how Palladium handles the 0G versus the gravity combat. I think it could have been done a little more intuitively, but it works. I will tell you it works. I just think it could have been done a little more intuitively. All right, professional combat athlete. Okay, let's read that again. Your profession is combat athlete. Boxing, wrestling, gymnastics. What are the 3 skills I don't let people take at any one time?
Boxing, wrestling, and gymnastics. And there it is. But this is their job.
Yes,
That's different. This is their job. You're not trying to game the system. You've trained for at least 10 years to be the system. This is you.
I concede that.
You are Jim Cotta. That's what this is.
Jim Cotta, there you go. You just had to get that in here because you mentioned that last week too. There you go. All right. And let's scroll down. Spacecraft mechanic skill program. What's different from a regular mechanic? Well, you can fix ships, weirdo. Because honestly, some of these skills are only in this book or the Aliens Unlimited book. So. Spacecraft pilot, spacecraft fighter. What's the difference? One pilots civilian vessels, the other one goes pew pew. And looks like this when he's flying. Very intense. He's kind of fat for a pilot, don't you think? I'm sorry.
I don't know what race he is. He could be from a heavy gravity world. I don't know.
Not fair. And the space pirate skill program. Speaking of space pilots, enough. Let's actually have a dedicated skill program to piracy. It's great.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Space infantry soldier.
Sure.
Technical sciences. Do you think that these concepts were pulled from, I don't know, riffs? Really feels like a lot of these were pulled, which is okay. It's just seems like a lot of these were pulled from riffs. Special operative skill program. TMC officer program. Phase World doesn't have a bunch of officers in it, does it? Weapons technician skill program, xenobiologist skill program. You get the idea here.
These are all OCCs turned into Heroes Unlimited skill packages, basically.
Yes. Yeah. And do you have to be an alien to take these skill programs? No, but you either have to be out in space. Basically, you have to be an Aliens Unlimited character, or you have to be trained them by somebody out there.
Yes. Quill was taken from Earth when he was a kid, so he learned all of the space pirate stuff from other space pirates. So he got that education, so he got that skill list.
Because I know somebody's going to ask for it. Let's look at the cyberjack. We're not going to go through the 4-page spread. Cyberjacking is technology that allows direct interface between human alien mind and a computer system via bionic implants. What was it called? Biomechanics? Wasn't that the psionic biomechanics?
No, telemechanics.
Telemechanics. There we go.
But with a science component instead of psionics.
Right. Because cyberjacking is direct interface process, no programming or computer operation skills are provided by the cyberjacking skills. It only allows the character to interact with computers directly through one's mind. Thus, a character could turn on a computer and plug into it, but he would not be able to use a computer. To do that, computer operation and computer programming skills would be necessary. For more information on cyberjacking, please refer to the cyberjacking section, the 900 pages later in the book. No, it's very thorough. I'm not complaining about it. Cyberjacking is pretty darn cool, and if you want to have some sort of cyberpunkish game, absolutely, that's where you go.
Yeah. But if you want to have a game that 90% of the players aren't playing for hours at a time, then yeah, take it. It's fine.
So robot combat, pilot related, yada yada. You see, these are just expanding upon or adding to the list you would find in Heroes Unlimited. Sure. So here we go. Here's the cyberjacking. All these pages of cyberjacking rules.
2 full pages, 3 full pages, 4 full pages,
5. Yeah.
5 full pages.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I think we ended. Oh, these are more like supernatural beings and abilities now at this point.
4 full pages.
Yeah. So, all right. Survival rules. Again, not going to dive into them, but when you're in space, bad things can happen, like decompression and sure. Spaceship crashing and so forth. What this gets into is it talks about how to handle things like vacuum and loss of atmosphere, how to float around in your environmental suit. This monkey person he's not in a good situation. And suffocation, depressurization rules. It's gross. Don't do it. I mean, do it in your game, but don't get depressurized. You won't
don't get depressurized in real life. Yeah, don't do that.
Radiation, aliens, recovery, et cetera, et cetera. Zero gravity. Yes, I am just spinning through this. This is an overview, not a deep dive. So, but we do want to stop at as we go on with more zero. Here's your combat and zero gravity. It does talk about, so you can look at your zero gravity basic and elite. But where is 217? Are we on 217 yet? There's 216. So yeah, breach attack, parried attacks. It's got all of this in here. By the way, good information. It's just if I start diving down the rabbit hole, I will have 25 more videos.
Sure.
And we can't have that. Advanced space combat. So we have passive sensors, active sensors, and countermeasures, and they each do different things. Again, not going to dive into it, but it's what you would expect. Passive sensors get you along in space, but if you really want to find somebody, you need to start using the active sensors for more range and more intense scanning.
More resolution and intense scan, stuff like that, yeah.
But guess what active sensors also do?
It lights you up like a Christmas tree on everyone's passive sensors.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I got a bunch of rules. Now, we're not going to dive into it, but this is Heroes Unlimited game, right?
Sure.
You probably have new powers and abilities. What kind of new powers and abilities can you have from Aliens Unlimited? Well, first you can fly in space. And it comes with certain rules. In high gravity environment, no flight is possible. Okay. Because it's space flight. Mm-hmm. You're not prepared for flying through Jupiter atmosphere.
Yeah, moving that all that weight. You don't have it because in space you don't weigh anything, so you don't need that kind of power.
Space native. This one was a bit interesting. This ability borders on being a major superpower. Yeah, I would say. I actually didn't realize it was a minor power. Enabling the character to survive and function in the vacuum of space.
As if it were normal.
Yeah. It also enables the character to survive ocean depths or atop frozen mountains with minimal air and frigid temperatures. The character is impervious to cold, depressurization, radiation, and breathes without air. How is this not a major power?
Can actually speak in a vacuum. Okay, breaks physics too? Yeah, all right, fine. Yeah. So also psionic. Okay, great.
And is invulnerable to small bits of flying debris. So unlike your spaceship going 8 million times the speed of light.
Yeah, you can be flung 8 million light years and not have to roll that 75% chance because it doesn't matter.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty, you know what? I like the idea. I come from space. Look there's me. Was that the Silver Surfer or whatever it is? Just breathing in space. Okay, let's look at the new super abilities. Now I want to look at Void.
Void. Oh my God.
I did not read this one. It was hard for me not to because I wanted to be surprised with this on screen. Alter physical structure Void. The character can shift his physical structure into a solid inky black. Okay, it's solid. That's actually interesting. That's solid. Something. Inky blackness with what looks like star flecks throughout. Oh, he's the monolith from 2001. He keeps his physical shape and is solid enough to interact with the material world, but seems somehow insubstantial and inhuman. A walking piece of void. Okay, so he is still physical.
Yeah, but it's just so hard to focus on him because he's nothingness.
It's not a shadow. He's two-dimensional. Like he's not right.
He's there, but it doesn't seem like he's there. It's very spooky.
Like the space native, when in void form, the character breathes without air and is impervious to cold. Well, at least this is a major superpower. In fact, he can survive indefinitely in space like a fish in water.
Usually alter physical structures have a time limit. But if this one says you can survive indefinitely, then no, it doesn't. Because the moment you shift back, it's not like, oh, I'll shift back for a second and then shift back to void. No, you're actively dying now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not great.
Natural AR-10
blows.
Well, but 1d4 times 10 plus 20 STC, which is kind of low, but I don't care. All these other abilities, I'm just going to hang out here for a while. Yeah. Just gonna float around the planet.
Oh, no. Joey doesn't need a suit. He can just go out and fix the hull.
Right. Okay. And lasers do half damage. All forms of other energy attacks do full damage.
Whatever.
This altered form defies gravity and is virtually weightless. It is a void. The character does not float, nor can he fly. That's interesting.
On a planet, but can fly at speeds up to 100 miles per hour in space, which is worthless. 100 miles per hour is like I pushed off something. That's basically all that is.
Trans-atmospheric capabilities. Even though the character does not normally float or fly in atmosphere, he can land on a planet without burning up in the atmosphere. Okay, 100 miles an hour isn't so bad now.
Okay.
Can speak in the vacuum of space. What is this?
Again, it doesn't make any damn sense, Kevin. Stop it.
Well, or
You have to
Wayne.
explain that by giving them minor telepathic ability. You have to do that. You have to, man. This is
This
stupid.
might have been a Wayne issue and not a Kevin issue, but you know what?
Okay.
They both wrote it, so they're both going to be at fault. No, honestly, it is the one thing I don't like: the speaking in space. I do agree with Heathen Dog.
Retarded.
That should be a psionic power or something else. But look, yeah, because everything else I can pass off as being a special power. This literally breaks like the laws of physics. Okay, I'm not going to read all this. This is actually longer than I thought it was going to be. What's depressurized?
One with the darkness. Okay, never mind. Nope.
Depressurized, the character can use range attack that hits his victims with a flash of depressurization. Okay, that's mean.
That is terrible.
Remove air suffocation.
Oh my
attack.
god,
You're
this
Vader.
is a bad guy power. This is evil power here. This is the main villain.
Well, it is called Void. I mean, then we probably should have saw that up front.
But still, man, come on.
Blast of cold, void bolt, meteor shot. Oh no, I'm sorry. These are different. Okay, sorry.
Control elemental force void. If you got that one and this one, dude, you're just an evil wizard at this point.
Yeah, right. All right. Machine merge.
I get that one.
Yeah, we're not going to read that. Again, this is an overview, but it is kind of neat. I guess it's like the telemechanics. Superluminal
flight. This is what I want to know. How fast can I go if I don't have a ship and have this power? I want to know.
Can fly at speeds greater than the speed of light. One factor for each level experience. Okay,
so it's bullcrap. Okay, never mind. Carry on. It's bullcrap.
Well, it's not bullcrap if you're higher level, or it's not bullcrap for zipping through inside the system. Because remember, it takes hours for.
Yeah, that is fair. It in the same space system, in the same planetary thing. That's fine. Great. Yeah, solar system. Great. Outside the solar system, that's garbage travel.
And now there are magic spells because, of course, Leyline Walkers, or actually, I'm sorry, power category magic would have some abilities as well. Sticky feet scares me because I'm starting to have flash. It sounds like it's going to be carpet adhesion. Yeah, protection from space. Stop giving me area and volume. Damn it. No. Self other by touch or target up to 100 feet. Duration 5 minutes. Okay, cannot be used an offensive spell. Okay, considered a 9th level spell. This spell enables a character to breathe without air and makes him impervious to hazards of space. Here we go again. He's not space native and does not have any special combat. Oh, this fucker, I'm sorry. This person can't speak in space.
Oh, good. Okay. Fine.
Personal gravity field. Oh, hey, what the?
Hey, the old cover.
Excuse me, but this isn't a Rift's book. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to use it somewhere. Might as well use it here.
And everybody likes it too, so.
Everybody likes it. And that's the end of the book.
No, but we have one thing we didn't cover.
Robotech. We
didn't cover Robotech, right? No, I have to find the page. Okay, 111.
Oh, that's the Invid crap. Okay, never mind.
The Invid Invasion to me is my favorite one.
No, it's my second. Southern Cross is the worst.
Are we ready to talk about the Riathanors? Space predators that are the big oogity boogities in the universe. The good news is they are all powerful, almighty predators from beyond the stars, but nobody in the Milky Way galaxy knows about them.
Yeah, because everyone they meet, they kill.
Well, they're not from here, and there's only a few thousand of them in the.
And space is big. Yeah, I get it.
And space is big. So the denizens of Milky Way are happily ignorant. Thank God they're not here. I probably should know the answer to this, and for the people who are angry with me for not knowing the answer, well, sorry, I just don't remember off the top of my head. I think they're from Andromeda, though. And the reason I say that is because anybody who goes to Andromeda doesn't come back.
That's fair.
All right, so let's read some of the stuff here. I'm going to read some GM info. Sorry, I keep saying that we're not going to spill stuff, but I'm telling you, the lack of coverage I had on these in Aliens Unlimited made a lot of people angry. So we're going to read page 111, second column. Oh, yeah, the entire second column, because this is them. Despite the rumors and information given in Aliens Unlimited, the Riathanors are not true demons, as some people choose to believe, nor evil mages merged with the power symbol. By the way, there's an introductory story to this that really tells what and who they are, and it's interesting. I like it. It's interesting. We'll get to this. Well, I think we will. Anyway, in case we don't, they are they basically wrap themselves around you and slowly eat you away. But you merge. You don't die. You merge with them.
That is worse than death. Yeah.
Yes. You are correct, sir. These are just a couple of examples of the popular misconceptions about this bizarre race. The truth is, in these rumors, however, for the Riathanors are demonically evil and magical. Only they're sort of sentient parasite that takes over the body of humanoids, humans in particular, to become a weird synthesis of metal, magic, and flesh. The humanoid form,
nightmare fuel.
It is nightmare fuel. When you read that story, even though it's done, GPG rated, but if you've got a good imagination, you're like, no, please, and sorry, but I abandoned Heathen Dog here while he was still watching because I left.
Yeah, I left like 3 ovens on. I gotta go.
Right, and I'm not waiting for you in case you left your ovens on. I've already left.
I've already tripped you and ran the other way.
Yeah, fair.
That's what happened.
Yeah. There are only 4 types, and we're not going to look at them individually. We're just we're going to stick on this page. Alignment miscreant or diabolic without exception.
So guess what? No good guys. No Drizzt predators. Dipshit. Shut up.
Right. Look at the attribute IQ. Okay, normal. Oh, supernatural strength. 1d4 plus 31. I think we looked at that last week.
Yeah. We know that because they get most of their power from their biomechanical magical synthesis thing. So a lot of their physical attributes are basically the same.
Natural armor rating starts with the AR of 10 plus 1 for every 2 levels. Hit points a lot. SDC a lot. There's a horror factor disposition. Okay, I'm going to read it later, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to read it later because there's something I wanted to point out. I have to talk to you about PPE at some point, just when we get there. If I don't do it before the end of the segment, remind me to talk about PPE. Okay. Page 113, just the first 2 sentences. Okay. There's a lot more stuff. They get a lot of abilities. These things are super beings, okay? That's just what they are.
Yeah. The mega heroes of Galaxy Unlimited.
Yes. Now, they do make for a good enemy, and they can be killed, sort of. The Riathanor organism is a vampire that lives on PPE energy. That means in many ways, the humanoid inside functions as a living battery as well as a means of locomotion.
Okay.
I'm not reading anymore. That's enough right there just to be creepy.
Living battery. Yep. Nope.
The host body. Here we go. Let's move over and let's see what happens, or what does it have to say about the host body? Humans and similar humanoids make ideal hosts for the Riathanors. Humans have sufficient PPE and the body shape they're looking for. Great.
I love that skin suit. That's a great model. I'm going to use that.
I'm glad somebody bred that. More importantly, humans generally represent minimal trouble or resistance as host subjects and prey.
Yeah, man, I get it.
This is especially true of comparatively primitive civilizations like Earth and lower.
Yep.
Provided the race does not possess super abilities, unlike Earth.
Well, still, there's only a certain fraction of the people that do have super ability. You just land in Kansas and you'll run across 20,000 people before you find someone that can effectively fight you in any way.
Too much fight will cause Riathanor young to leave its target host, so you could possibly fight. Good luck. And this goes into, I want to rescue my friend. Heathen Dog has been taken over and he's starting to transform. Can I do it? Oh, sure, why not? Yeah, just okay. Do you want
day 1? You're like this. Day 2, you're like this. Day 3, you're like this. And by the time you get to day 4 or 5, you're just boned.
Yep. A chance for life after death. Many rumors suggest the Riathanors are demon or undead who can rise from the dead. This is not true. But one must make certain Riathanor is truly slain. Otherwise, their powers of recovery are so phenomenal that they may recover and seemingly rise from the dead. To be certain, an opponent must either decapitate the monster or reduce its SDT to 0 and hit points to 50 below 0. That's beyond death.
Otherwise, he'll come back in 2 to 3 hours.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, or not.
the other thing.
And it says, look at all of 217. Well, here's 217 or 117. I don't want to do all. Oh, we're going to just scroll through it. I'm not reading this. No way. Natural armor rating,
Supernatural strength, we know that. Natural armor, got it. Natural weapons, fingers and toe blades, and then as they grow, it gets bigger.
Yep.
And they get cooler stuff. That's awesome.
Additional blades will appear. So they basically go through age categories as they level.
Right.
Additional blade weapons appear at levels 2, 4.
Right. And just like normal medieval type dragons, they don't, as they get older, they just get stronger.
And if you're wondering, like, what there's the energy weapons, yeah, it's the Predator, man. This is the Predator.
Just think of the Predator, and you're good to go. The older they are, the bigger their gun. They have magic too. God damn! What the hell?
Initial spells in a magic-rich environment. Anyone that allows for spellcasting, they can instinctively cast magic to augment their already formidable powers. As warriors, start with tongues, see invisible, teleport, mystic shield, eyes of wolf, breathe without air, used on captives, and fireball. Additional spells, and we won't get into that because there should be some.
If you go to Rift's Earth, then they get more because super high magic. PPE to cast spells. Oh, the human is the battery, right?
Yep. This is the one it tells me to read the first sentence. Riathanors cannot draw on natural PPE reserves of their host body because it is the engine and fuel that powers them, and the battery that stores the PPE they get from eating. Since the PPE absorbed during gluttony stays with Riathanor for 1d4 hours, the monsters will frequently go on a killing spree to store up a large quantity of PPE before going into combat. So before combat, they go into combat. It's that's a Rick and Morty thing again. It's like, are you for tomorrow we hunt?
Think of it like pre-gaming.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing, but they're killing things to store a PPE. Now you can kill a bunch of rats, some cows, whatever. At the time of death, they will double their PPE, and you can absorb it, and that's great. That is horrible.
It is horrible.
That whole thing is just horrible.
It is.
Wow.
So again, I gave some spoilery information there. I don't like to do that because I like players to, find stuff on their own. You could always argue, but you got the book. Yeah, but we still don't like to do the whole spoilery thing. With that said, there you go. That is the overview over these 3 videos, the overview of the Galaxy Guide. Wow, is there a lot more information in here?
Yeah, there's a whole ton. And we got some chat here.
Yes.
So basically Predator wearing a Venom symbiote. Yeah, man. That sounds about right. That is horrifying, but it is what it is. Or Riathanor takes over a Nightbane's body. You shut your mouth. You shut your damn mouth. You don't want that. You don't need that.
Can we just say no to some things?
Hundreds of SDC that immediately turns to MDC in a high magic environment. Oh my God. That's the end of a world right there. Then we have, it's awesome. Lee Bad. Yeah, man, you're not wrong.
Cool. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, I was going to do a segment 3 today until I just looked at what time it is. We're not doing a segment 3 today.
Yeah.
That's gonna be kind of our driving force going forward, depending on how long things take. Segment. Oh yeah, we're still in segment 2. What am I doing? Thank you. Hope you like that overview. Please like, subscribe, and share. Next week is going to be at least unarmed combat, like how to do unarmed combat in Palladium Fantasy, in Palladium in general. And I hope to also do melee combat along with that. We'll see if I can get that one done. Those take a long time to do to actually get them book right. And include every facet, like what happens when 3 people are attacking somebody with paired weapons, and how do we particularly dodge and parry. And again, doing it by the book and all the various attacks that people can have, so you can see how that works. So, but I hope to do